Well, the question is whether the government is acting as moral police or whether there is any legitimacy at all in deciding to crack down on more than 800 websites. We've got Anubhav Pal, playwright, screenwriter and comedian joining us from Mumbai, Chetan Bhagat still with us, and Vijay Panjwani, the advocate of the Supreme Court, whom you saw in the story there, who has advocated for this ban, also with us tonight. Chetan, let me take this to you first. You tweeted very strongly and angrily today saying that this is something that the government, a sphere that the government should not get involved in. One of the reasons why they have cited why they've done this is because they felt the court asked them why they weren't doing enough to crack down on child pornography. Now you're smiling, but child pornography is a serious issue, Chetan. But do you think that they're handling it the wrong way?
Well, I'm smiling because I saw my good friend Anubhav, and he is very funny, so I look at him and I smile. But also, you also said that I tweeted angrily. I didn't tweet anything angrily. I think it was I thought through it and I really think about it, and then I wrote what I wrote. Basically, Nidhi, see, I'm not advocating porn. I'm not saying people should watch it or endorse it. But I am advocating a free society, and I think a free society is more important to our country than almost anything else, personal liberties. And I don't think this kind of a ban really helps. What somebody watches is, I mean, the state is not to tell the individual that you are not smart enough to watch this. I think in general, with many things like fat, like butter, like sugar, like porn, like alcohol, there can be some long-term harmful effects if you excessively consume or you don't consume it properly. But you don't ban it. Just because someone had a heart attack, you don't ban butter out there. There are some things like drugs, hard drugs, heroin, which are extraordinarily harmful in 2-3 consumption. It can destroy families. Those should be banned. But even President Obama has a beer sometimes, so that, and he runs America, so we don't ban that. Child pornography, bestiality, necrophilia, perversions are different, and those should be banned. Children, for example, are not at the age of consent even, so the question doesn't arise. Children having sex is banned, and the children in pornography is also banned, and there is no debate there. That is wrong. But consenting adults creating a film for people to watch for maybe even arousal purposes, and somebody watching it, I don't see how the state should get involved there. I mean,
okay.
I feel it's not even practical. It is not going to work at all. Every street corner will sell DVDs.
Yeah, implementation is another aspect of it. So let me ask Mr. Panjwani. So why? Why should the state decide what people should watch?
The state is compelled to do its duty, and the duty is to see that the law is enforced. There are 4 specific laws which absolutely ban pornography. One is Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. Then the second is Indecent Representation of Women Act. Then is the Information Technology Act, Section 67, which absolutely bans obscenity.
So why didn't the Supreme Court ban pornography if it
but everybody is taking it casually like Mr. Chetan Bhagat takes.
No, is it? So the Chief Justice took it casually when he actually refused to pass an order on this?
I'm not taking it casually. I'm not taking it casually at all. I'm not taking it casually. I take it very seriously that someone comes to attack my freedom in India. I think it's a very serious issue when you impose bans on me. It is not the India I want, and please, nobody here is being casual.
Choice. I am asking Mr. Panjwani the point that the Chief Justice of India just last month actually declined to pass an interim order to block porn websites in India, saying that such orders cannot be passed by this court. Somebody may come to my court and say, I'm above 18, how can you stop me from watching it within the 4 walls of my room? It's a violation of the right to personal liberty. This is what the Chief Justice said. Does he not know the law?
After this statement of Chief Justice, I told him about these 4 acts, which I have just now told you. These 4 acts ban pornography, obscenity and sexually explicit photographs and videos. Section 67 IT Act, Section 292 IPC, Section 13 POCSO and 4, 5 and 6.
But the court did not pass an order, sir.
Court told this ASG, Additional Solicitor General, by asking a question, why have you not blocked these 850 websites which were supplied to you by the Petitioners Council?
The court did not talk about the 850 websites.
Oh, definitely.
No, it did not. It did not say that.
There is nothing on the
Nidhi,
order.
Yeah.
One
Sorry.
second.
1 second, Anubhav. I'll come to you. The court did not say that. The court
The
was
court
asking.
has passed no orders. They told ASG that you see that it is blocked. Court is playing its own role of not giving orders and yet requesting ASG to do it. That is why this action of the Home Ministry and also the Electronics Ministry.
No,
Otherwise, this wouldn't have
but the
happened.
point is there are two different things than the court has said. And the Chief
Yes.
Justice has clearly said that it is a violation of the right to personal liberty. It hasn't passed an order.
After that, I showed him these 4 acts and he said, why have you not
But
blocked
why
it?
do you take a moral position on this? I don't understand.
This is not moral, this is legal
Why?
position.
Do you agree with it? I mean, we have many archaic
But
laws
this
in
is
this
the law.
country. Homosexuality is illegal in this
So-
country. No,
so-
not many people think it
So
should
in the
be.
4 corners, you can have a sleeping with a horse, or you can sleep with another man, a man to man.
Actually, you can.
No, you can't.
Actually, you
It
should.
is
It's
absolutely
okay to.
illegal.
It's actually okay to. It may be illegal, but a lot of people think it's
It
okay
may be-
to.
Why
Anubhav,
don't you
What is all
arrest
this?
them?
It is illegal. It is not illegal. Of course, it is illegal.
You're talking on a, you know, one second. Anubhav wants to come in on that, yes. Because you're taking, a moral position
I'm
combined with a
taking
lot
legal
of.
position,
Yeah,
not
well,
moral.
there are a lot of laws that are stupid in this country. Yes,
These are 4
Anubhav.
laws are stupid.
Yeah.
Very nice.
No, I'm sure the gentleman has a point of view. It's a generational point of view to which obviously Chetan and I will differ. I'd just like to bring up the point that he said that a petitioner had found 857 websites. There are millions and millions of pornographic websites in the world. Whoever had the responsibility in the government of finding those 857 websites, I think he has quite a fun job, I think. I mean, if that, he has to narrow down
The
from
petitioner
watching all the
himself gave these
pornography.
850.
Yeah.
Petitioner
Right,
has given
no,
these
but-
850 websites, not the government.
Right. My point, sir, is that this petitioner is clearly that interested in the world of pornography that he surfed through millions to narrow down 857 that he finds particularly offensive, and then he says ban these. I mean, the logic of this is like saying, if you want to ban serial killers, do not allow murder movies to be shown. That does not suddenly make a serial killer a good person, right? In every country, I'm sure there are laws that ban the things that you're talking about. But because they're civil and moral and sensible, what you're saying on paper is very sensible. But I don't necessarily feel that if you are mentally disturbed and you engage sort of in sexual acts with children, you're suddenly going to be reformed because you go to a website and it's not there today. Suddenly you're not going to become a better human being.
No, I think the point is that even if these laws exist, we have many obsolete laws. But if the Chief Justice of India did not seek it fit to pass an interim order and actually said the complete opposite, I think that is something we have to take note of. And Shaina NC of the BJP is joining us as well. Shaina, has the government used, part of the observations then of the Supreme Court on that day to basically find an excuse to become the moral police? Why should the state decide what people watch on the internet?
Nidhi, I want to make 2-3 points. It's all very well to sit here and laugh it off and say that the government has decided or people have intervened in trying to play moral police. But please, let's establish few facts. When the Honorable Courts talked about these adult sites and these porn sites which are open to children, for example, look at the current scenario. You have internet as a medium which is open to all. Delhi is in fact talking about free internet to all. And there you have these porn sites which are accessible to one and all. Now, isn't it absolutely the prerogative of the state to ensure that, there is this kind of pornography which is available to young children and that too for free, that there should be some kind of guidelines? Look at the statistics that show that if you have a science video on YouTube, in 10 minutes you will have about 1,000 people viewing it. If you have a pornographic site, in 5 minutes you have over 10,000 youngsters, kids who are, exposed to all kinds of debauchery. Look at the kind of child pornography which is available on the internet. Are these not all areas of concern? It's all very well to sit here and laugh it off and say that, the state is taking a high-handed decision to kind of navigate our private lives. But look at the larger influence on the younger generation and especially the children who have this internet freedom.